Hi guys, welcome. I'm Jana, and today we are duping the Magnetic Mineralia from Dieverune Cosmetics. I hope I said all that correctly. I think this color story is just like such a unique, moody vibe. I can't wait to play with it. But first I'm going to go through, tell you the shadows that I picked out. We're going to do some swatches, and then we're going to do two looks. All right, now I looked for shade names. I could not find shade names on the website, or I did find one video where they referenced it as like, I think it was like MM3, MM12. I'm not really sure like what order they went in that I saw that was using it, which is pointing to the shadows. So that's basically what I'm going to do on here. So the first one is from an Earthly's Gargoyle palette, and it's Sinister Figure. This is from Ensley Rain's Lands of Enchantment, and it's Majestic. This is from Ensley Rain's Lighten Your Eyes, and it is Prismatic Glow. This is from an Earthly's Not Normal palette, and it's Sultry. This is from Ensley Rain's Snow Moon palette, and it's Winter's Breath. This is from Divina, and it is Celesta. I believe that's how you say it. Also from Divina, this is Capri. This is from Ensley Rain's Whispering Woods, and it's Sprouting. This is from Ensley Rain, Light in Your Eyes palette, and it's Glimmer in Time. This is from Ensley Rain's Light in Your Eyes palette, and it's Soul Sister. This is from Ensley Rain, Wolf Moon, and it's Frozen Tracks. This is from Ensley Rain's Wolf Moon, and it's Arctic Wolf. This is about the third or fourth time I've used this in a dupe. I barely got it in July, and it is My Savior Light from Cindy Grace. This is Cindy Grace Midnight. And this is Cindy Grace. It's from their Northern Winter palette, and it's Toboggan. All right, guys, those are the shadows. And now I'm going to put up some swatches in different light for you. All right, so for the first look, I think I'm gonna start out with this for the transition, and then I'm gonna go into this one, and then either I haven't decided on which purple yet, and then I'm gonna go into that shimmer right there. All right, so that was pretty much same skin tone, but it put up a nice little shade in there. So I'm gonna go with the same brush, and I'm gonna tap into this one. All right, now we definitely have some color on. I'm gonna go in with the Cindy Grace EO5. I don't remember if I mentioned this one was, of course, Cindy Grace EO3. Now we're gonna go into the EO5. I think I'm gonna do both. I'm gonna start out with this one, We'll use the other one for the outer corner. All right, I'm going to go back in with this first shade. I just want to blend the edge out just a little bit. Then I'm going to go with the Dose of Colors brush into the shade. All right, now we're going to try the shimmer out. No, I should have put some. I'm going to try to put a little bit of glitter glue down because the shade is a little flaky. Oh, yeah, much better. Wow. Holy moly. Now that's a contrast. Wow. That's pretty cool. The shift in this shimmer, it's got almost like a reddish undertone you can see right there, and it actually just really goes in with that purple pretty well. All right, I'm not really feeling like any of these other shimmers are going to go with this shade. Yeah, that one's like a silver with pink and gray. I do kind of wish I had something just to kind of blend it in a little bit more. All right, I guess we're going to leave it here. I'm going to do the lower lash line and we'll see how it's looking. All right, I have something for the inner corner. I'm going to go in with the Rephr 2 and we're going to try this matte. I'm going to put it in the inner corner and then I'm going to bring it down on the lower lash line. All right, I'm just going to bring it up a little bit right up in here to blend into the shimmer. Pretty cool, pretty cool. And then I'm going to go back in with that first shade. I'm not adding any more product. I'm just going to blend all the way around. That's why I tell you guys I love duping with my collection because, you know, I would not have paired all these together, but I think it looks pretty cool. Think about coming in with Twilight from an Earthly. I have to be careful because this one's broke. It's just like it'll put shimmer over the yellow, or I'm trying to decide if I should go in with Mirage from an Earthly. Let's see. Let's swatch it. Oh wow, I think that looks so cool. I'm just not too sure. I think I'm gonna stick with. I'm gonna try Twilight from an Earthly. This one, it's just kind of got shimmer in it. That way the yellow still comes through, but it just makes it sparkle just a little bit. And we come with the Bare Cheeks palette from Blend Bunny. And I'm going to come with a really fluffy brush and I'm going to go into Love Me. And I just want a little bit. I don't want the blush to be too overpowering. Really loving this blush brush lately. Now I'm going to come with Condensate from Phytosurgence. Whoop, that was a little too much. All right, I'm going to go finish this look up and I'll be right back. All right, guys, this is the final look. You know, I can't lie. I'm really surprised on how much I like this look, especially the inner corner. I really love the way the inner corner came together. But let me tell you what I finished off with. A surprise plum for the outer corner from Persona. And I went with yellow from Moya Cosmetics. And then I went over that with Ultra, also from Moya Cosmetics. For lip liner, I went with Saucy Toffee from Milani. Blended it out with Cafe from Unearthly. Then I went with Ash from Unearthly. Right in the center, I went in with Morning from Unearthly. And then topped it with Spaz, also from Unearthly. All right, guys, I'm excited to see how the next look turns out. So let's check it out. All right, guys, I got some tape on today, and hopefully we're going to have some fun with this look. But first, I did forget to share with you guys palettes that you could get a similar look with from the previous look. And, you know, I was thinking, I don't know how many I have that have like that purple with the yellow shadow. To my surprise, I have a stack over here, so I'm going to try to go through them as quickly as possible. The first ones I have are from Adept. This is the Amulet palette, and this I believe is the deep version, but you do have these purples in here, and then this beautiful yellow. I would just deepen it up with the brown. Next one is the Heather Austin palette. You got this nice yellow for the inner corner. You got this nice deep purple out here for the deepening shade, and then that it's not exactly the same, but it's pretty close. And the last one is a La Cienega palette. It does not have the yellow in here, but it does have a lot of these beautiful purples in here to deepen it up. And then this on the lid with this, it's like a yellow. Oh, it's just so gorgeous. It's so pretty. If you have either Christmas Town or Halloween Town from Melt, both of these should work. Halloween Town, got this yellow shimmer and then all of these beautiful purples over here. Christmas Town, again, we got these great purples and then the yellow, and you've got a green that you could use in the inner corner if you want. Next one is Basic Witch from Bella Beauty Bar. You got this orange or this green you could use for the inner corner. Beautiful purples and then this stunning shade. Next, I have some from an Earthly. This is the Not Normal palette. I am missing Sultry. Yeah, that's the one I'm actually using in this dupe palette. So that's one I actually used yesterday. But you have this great one for the inner corner, and then you have these purples, and then you have that yellow. And then Gargoyle palette, which this is missing its Sinister Figure, and that I am actually using in the dupe that we're doing right now too. You can always go in with this for the inner corner. You got the beautiful purple, and then that yellow for the shimmer. Next, from Ensley Rain, we have the Flourish palette. You have either the yellow or the green for that pop of inner corner, that beautiful dark purple for the outer corner, and then a yellow for the shimmer. Next, Whispering Woods. What am I missing here? Sprouting. Okay, I'm missing Sprouting. That's coming up in a dupe video. But you have that yellow, you have these beautiful purples right here, and then I know I saw a yellow in here. Oh, it's so funny. It looks orange in there, but let me see if I could swatch it for you guys. Yeah, see, it's coming off yellow, and oh my gosh, that's so gorgeous. See that yellow to red. And then Twisted Tea Party. You can use the orange for the pop of color. You got the purples and then the yellow. Next, from Sydney Grace, the Tiny Marbles. See, we don't really have an inner corner pop, but you definitely have these purples right here, and then that gorgeous, it's yellow, it's beautiful. And lastly, Machina, is that how we say this? I cannot remember, but it's definitely got that pop, and then you have these beautiful purples and a yellow shimmer. All right, now let's get into today's look. All right, today I'm actually going to start out with the Rougher 01, and we are going to go into this green. And I am just going to pack this all over the lid. I just kind of had like this thought in my mind of like a gray, deep, almost like moody winter gray day with this pop of green coming out. I don't know how it's going to turn out. I just figured we'd come in here and play and see how it turns out today. I'm going to go with the Cindy Grace E13, and we're going to go into the gray. And I'm not sure. Ooh, we got some fallout right there. The tape saved me. I'm not sure how far I want to bring this in yet. I'm just going to start adding it, and then we'll decide. All right, I'm going to go with the Dose of Colors brush, and I'm going to tap into the black. I just want to keep it like right by the tape. I don't want too much. I just want to deepen the gray up just a little bit. All right, the next thing I'm thinking is kind of thinking about going in with this purple in the inner corner. It's just a little thick. I think if I'm hoping I can thin it out a little bit. All right, we're just gonna try it. Let's just go for it. We're just playing around today. Oof, oof, oof. Okay, it's a little bit more than I wanted. All right, I think I'm gonna take the tape off. This is okay, but I just need a little bit more. So I think what I'm gonna do, All right, we're going to do a little experiment. I'm going to go with the Refer 26, and we're going to tap into this one. And I'm going to bring it, it's kind of like right out here. Not too much. I just want something, you know, I guess balance is kind of what I'm looking for right now. Let me use the same brush. I'm going to go back into this one and bring it in the inner corner a little bit more. All right, I think we're going to leave it right here for now. All right, now to finish up the lower lash line, I'm going to dip into the gray and then a little bit into the black. All right, I'm going to go back into the Refer 26, and I'm going to tap into this one again. And I just want to bring it down. All right, I was hoping this purple would come out just a little bit more, but maybe I'll bring it up and let's try it under the lower lash line. I'm going with the Refer 03, and I'm going to spray it. All right, today I'm going to go in with Exothermic from Phytosurgeons. I guess I'm going to go finish this look up and we'll see how it's looking. I'll be right back. All right, guys, I went in and I just tried to tweak some stuff. I'm still not like, I can't say I hate it, but I'm just not in love with it. But I'm going to let you guys know what I finished off with, but I'll show you what it looks like first. All right, so I decided to take this one and just basically go all over the lid. And then I just tapped into this one and went into the outer corner. I don't know. It's okay. It's like on a scale from 1 to 10, it's like a 3. It's like, it's not the worst I've ever done, but still just not really feeling it. But let me tell you what else I finished off with. For the outer corner, I went in with Killer Camo from Too Faced. For the rest of the lower lash line, I went in with Lavender from LA Girl. For lip liner, I went with Cool BFF from ColourPop. Then I went with Echo from Unearthly. And then in the center, I went in with Morning from Unearthly. I do also have some palettes to share with you in case you guys maybe want to do like a similar color story, but a different look. First one I have is from Unearthly, Not Normal. Got this nice grungy color in here. And then I think you could just easily go in like with this either, oh yeah, this one's beautiful. This one like a dark green. I think that would go for the outer corner, and then you could just deepen it up. And then you have like these purples in here, which I think would be very similar. Resurgence from Unearthly. Right, now that's bold right there. And you have this beautiful purple in here, this black, and then you have like these purples for the shimmer. Of the Arrow palette from Adept. And again, you have like this yellow, a deepening shade, and then you have like these really beautiful shimmers in here that you could use also. The Flutter palette from Ensley. Again, you have like this grungy yellow here. You got the gray, the black, and then I think these shimmers would really go pair well with it. And lastly, Basic Witch. I actually had quite a few. Had the Not Normal palette, Basic Witch, and then the Flutter palette. So probably could get some similar looks with those. But you got the green, and then you could use this for the gray, and then the darkening shade, and then you have like these other shimmers in here that are very, very beautiful. But I'd love to know if you guys have the palette. Let us know in the comments how you like it, like how the shades are, the shimmers are. Very curious on what the palette is like. And then coming up in the next video, Cindy Grace Sunday, we're going to find out the September color story. Very excited for that. I hope to see you there. So like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.